Science begins with curiosity, and sometimes it takes us to places we never imagined. For two young scientists, this journey is more than a balloon ride. It's a celebration of discovery. We rise before the sunlight. We look to gain new perspective.
They always told us to be skeptical in science, and I was skeptical because I had to read the mail again like 10 times before figuring it out that I was actually the winner, so it was unbelievable, yeah.
This experience is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I would have never thought to be one day flying into a hot air balloon. I'll be honest, yeah.
Being up in the sky was a surprisingly resting peace.
For me, the hot air balloon flight was very surprising because I didn't think that it would be so quiet, so peaceful, and I really appreciated it.
In life, but in science as well, to make as little as a mile, you need sometimes to aim at the horizon, and seeing the horizon from up above was a true emotion. It was hundreds of new information, and I think that the secret to stay up in also our job or in life, it's really to stay hungry, to never lose the curiosity.
I'm Chiara Carretta and I am a postdoc researcher at the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, and I work in Professor Rossella Manfredini's lab.
My name is Matteo Bertesi. I am a PhD student in the course of Regenerative and Molecular Medicine at the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, and I am working in the laboratory of Professor Manfredini.
Even up here, science is never far away. It's in the questions we ask, the tools we trust, and the dreams we chase. To reach new heights in research, we rely on precision, persistence, and the right partners.
For me, reaching new heights, it's experiencing new techniques, new methodologies, and trying to apply them to try to find new therapeutic targets to offer to patients. My first experience with Miltenyi antibodies was during my bachelor internship, when I performed an Annexin-5 propydium iodine staining to assess apoptosis in K562 cell line.
My first experience with Miltenyi products was the separation of CD34 positive cell at the beginning of my PhD. And I was very stressed because I haven't used anything like that in my previous professional experience, but I was totally wrong. It went smoothly and all went well.
Trying new techniques, innovative techniques, and trying to apply them to enhance the therapeutic strategies that we can apply to patients.
For years, they've trusted Miltenyi Biotech to help them see the unseen. Antibodies are more than tools, they're keys to understanding. With MACS antibodies, they've reached new heights in their research.
Psoriasis, it's an immune-driven disease in which very different cell types comes into play.
Miltenyi tools support me every day in studying CD34 positive cells, in meaning that every week we process patient samples and we isolate CD34 positive cells through from their peripheral blood through Miltenyi immunomagnetic beads. And so they help us storing these precious samples and then analyzing them through antibodies in flow cytometry. I think that Miltenyi antibodies are highly specific, and so they help our researchers in meaning that we can obtain more reproducible results in our experiments.
MACS antibodies are very useful for our work because, for example, we purify different cell populations from blood samples from patients to study if a particular genetic alteration is associated with a specific differentiated cell type.
In ancient places, we're reminded that knowledge has always been passed down through stone, through stories, through science, and today it continues through antibodies, through data, through discovery.
I think that for any antibody, the most important feature is specificity, because we do not want an unspecific signal. A lot of days the experiments are unsuccessful, and we have to keep going because we know that sooner or later we can go to the goal that we are looking for. And it's fundamental to have a powerful team that motivates you.
As the day ends, we reflect not just on where we've been, but on where we're going. To reach new heights, we need vision, courage, and the right tools.
If I wouldn't have become a scientist, I probably would have been, I don't know, maybe a chef. There is little difference between a cuisine and a laboratory in the end.
When I was little, I wanted to become a primary school teacher because my mom was a primary school teacher. But then when I started high school, I was focused on the field of science.
Scientific ambition has no limits, and neither does inspiration. From the lab bench to the skies above Cappadocia, this is what it means to reach new heights.